Take a breathtaking trip with Top Travel. Brought to you by Halls and the power of menthol. Refresh, refocus. Halls, breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya. Last week on Top Travel, your hosts, Drs. Fez and Anesu and Bijo, discovered Namibia and a beautiful way to live, where orphaned wildlife are all in the family. A cow called Snowy is Instagram world famous, and the mark of decent accommodation is how many stars it gets from Cully the warthog. You don't drive the roads as much as surf them. The desert feels as old as time. Staying grounded is optional, and every sunset beats the last. This week, in a breath, Namibia transforms herself from desertscapes to riverlands as the road north takes a right turn, where Fez and Anesu find themselves entering a water world.
Well, we decided to go for a bit of a walk since the sun isn't beating down too harsh today. Can't wait for our next location.
I know we have traveled quite a far distance, but it's so nice to be in a more lush, green environment.
Definitely. I could tell you what the next location is, or I could let you experience it for ourselves. I don't know. Maybe, should we hold out? Nah, I can't hold out on you. Our next location is Namushasha River Lodge.
Woo! You had me at river.
Had me at river, huh?
Up here in the Caprivi of northeast Namibia, Namushasha River Lodge sips happily watching the Kwando River from under a canopy of trees. As a place where multiple southern African countries meet, it's a wellspring of culture.
Wow, look at this, all of the little details.
I know, the thatch roof, the wooden tables, it all feels rustic, but also feels quite chic.
We are definitely out here in the bush, and you're right, it's super chic, but it feels like we're connecting with nature.
You know what I'm loving? It's the green, right? The trees look amazing. Oh,
there she is, the river. Let's go there.
of course you will spot the river.
From its source north of here in Angola, the Kwando flows through the Caprivi Strip and takes on other names as it passes through new countries. It becomes the Linyati, the Chobe, and eventually the mighty Zambezi, each with fascinating stories.
This is it. This is what I came for. Yes, ma'am.
Listen, as you know, she loves water, so this is Anesu in her element.
This is definitely me in my element. This Kwando River, it's giving me luxury, it's giving me abundance.
This is one of the most lush areas we've come across in Namibia. Now when it comes to Namushasha River Lodge, you can do the campsites or come to the lodge, but we're gonna have a bit of a fun time at the villa.
That's right, we are going for the bougie bush experience. We're gonna be right on the Kwando River, and this river helps to connect us to loads of other African countries. On the east side, we've got Botswana, on the north, Angola, and then as the Kwando meets the Zambezi, we've got my hometown, Zimbabwe there, Vic Falls,
Hey.
and Zambia as well.
Can't wait to go do some adventuring.
Let's go!
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Hello.
Hi.
Look amazing.
Oh, you look amazing with the matching outfits. Welcome. Anesu. Yes.
Nice to meet you. How you doing, brother, man? Get in here.
Well, okay. I am Shenda. So here's a little something to start off the holidays.
Lovely.
And please don't ask me what it is.
Oh, she knew I was going to. Okay.
Recipe?
Yeah, we can't tell you that.
Okay.
We can't tell
I
you
like
that.
the mystery. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. So now we're gonna get comfortable with the little drinks, and then we head over in the boat. We take a little little tour up until a car park, and then from the car park we go a little few minutes in the park. From the park again on the river, and then we reach our destination.
What might we see if we're lucky on the river?
We'll definitely see some hippos, crocodile, and birds.
A little bit of a water safari for our way.
Yeah, you had me at safari.
It's so special to see that the lodge is right at the river's edge. Is that what makes this lodge so special?
Yes, that is the most specific attraction for why you come to Namushasha River Lodge, because of the Kwando itself. And then we have most of the rooms that are pointing, or facing rather, to the river. And all the campsites and everything point to the river, basically.
They almost feel like they were built into the landscape, very natural. How long have they been around for?
The lodge itself, a little over 35 years or more.
Wow.
But Gondwana Collections just took over in 2012. So if you're ready, to spend about 1 hour 45 minutes on the river.
I mean, I'm not going to be thirsty, so you can take as long as you need.
Well, shall we? After you.
Wow, I'm speechless. This is probably one of the most surreal, serene tracks as we move through a river. Africa, gotta love it.
That's true. Africa just keeps on giving. And I can't wait to see where we're going, because if this is setting us up, can you imagine where we're spending the night?
The first rule of the river is that the hippos rule the river.
Look over there.
Wow.
Oh, there you go. I have never been this close to a hippo before. They are huge, and that mouth, I would not want to get stuck in those jaws.
Listen, I don't know about getting stuck on those jaws. I kind of want us to move a bit further away because they're literally right here. I'll leave you to watch them now.
Did you see the babies?
How was it that just a day before we had been looking at petrified black trees rooted in a desert pan? We had to pinch ourselves.
Stark difference from Tsaukab. Dry river in Sossusvlei, not a dry river, clearly overflowing with water, lots of vegetation. Namibia has so much to offer.
You're so right, my love. I mean, it just keeps on giving. So many different landscapes. It's a feast for the eyes and for the heart as well.
Feast for the eyes. Huh? And we have landed.
Ooh, finally.
Thank you so much.
You.
I didn't get the hand, so just make my way.
You were supposed to give us the
Exactly. Chivalry is dead, clearly.
Wow.
Okay. Next leg of the journey.
So this is clearly building up to something that's going to be spectacular, yeah?
Woo. Best seats in the house.
It's such a huge country that even a drive like this becomes a road trip. We were loving the company of our Namibian neighbors, meeting the people behind the name tags, and talking about everything. Then, our castle for the night came into view.
Hey, look over there.
There she is.
Wow, talk about remote. It is the only one around. Everywhere you look, it's green and there are animals. So it's just me and you tonight, love.
Just you and me, the ultimate form of privacy. What a treat. It's giving Miami vibes.
It's giving Georgia, clearly. Welcome to my boat. As you can see, beautifully renovated, taking you to my little villa, quite quaint, quite humble, low-key, on the beautiful river. You know, come anytime you want. Come anytime you want. Except for now, because me and Ness. Honestly, I think we were expecting it to be something incredible because we had so many transfers. When you actually see it, you realize why you had to go from boat, get in a car, drive with the car, because it is remote and it is very much a unique experience.
This is something that I never ever thought in my wildest dreams that I'd be doing, but I feel like it fits me really well, dear. I feel like I was born for this moment.
Okay, I mean, we were born.
Yeah. I feel like I was born for this moment.
I'm going to be the plus one. This is probably going to be one of the best night's sleep I'll ever have.
First, Fez went out of his way to show that chivalry is not dead.
Somebody learned something.
You did. Hey, the water did something.
Okay, here we are.
This is the villa, right?
This is the villa in the middle of nowhere. So I'm just dropping you off here and then I'm gone.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being left here.
Yeah. You have 2 entire days, like 48 hours, to figure out where you can find everything. And yeah, good luck being the only 2 people on Earth.
Thank you.
Wait, the food? Because we're going to get hungry, the only 2.
You know what? There's a big black box. You'll find everything there.
Ooh, I like surprises.
Big black box. Okay, so it's going to be an adventure.
I love this boat nautical aesthetic. Lots of light colors, a little bit of black.
You know what's nice? Everything feels so modern. Even though we are on a boat, it's like a contemporary boat. It's insane.
And it's so well stocked. I mean, look at the bar. We've got everything you could ask
Gin,
for.
whiskey, anything that you need. And of course, water if you want to make sure that you stay hydrated.
I think I found your black box. I'll let you do the honors.
Okay, please. She said that everything we need is going to be in your hand. Do they think
everything and more.
This is it. It's just me and you on planet Earth for the next however many hours.
Many hours. I'm sorry, folks. I think we're just going to stay here for the rest of the show, so...
Again, this is top travel. We can't just stop at one place.
Let's go upstairs.
We can't move in here.
I'm already moved in. Whoa. Hold on a second.
Hey, okay. This is what I'm talking about.
Did someone really say bush, bougie, glam? Because I feel like I should be living this way every single day. Are you taking notes, dear?
They've even got body oils and essential oils, and it seems like somebody gave the memo of who Anesu is, because it's giving Anesu.
Honestly, I'm completely blown away. I mean, I knew this river villa was going to be special, but I'm kind of speechless at this point. All of the details. Crystals? Actually, just hold on a second. Did someone say that I was coming here, like they left crystals on the bed? Oh my gosh, you can make it into your own bracelet. Okay, I'm home.
Namushasha River Lodge. You hit it out the park.
Let's look at the bathroom. Oh, panoramic views. The biggest shower I've ever seen, double sinks. It really is all about the details, the best finishes, beautiful black accents with these panoramic windows to really encapsulate the view. You'd really be hard pressed to pick out any flaws here, and it's easy to forget that we're actually on a boat. It feels like a luxury villa somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And of course, the Namibian sunset to top it all off. I could live like this, guys. One of the many highlights of this houseboat is the fact that you have a fully stocked kitchen. Now, I'm not usually the chef. Fez's cooking is superb, but I thought, why not surprise him? I mean, I spent some time living alone before we moved in together, so hopefully I'm not too rusty. Brushing off my chef hat and apron to try and give this a go. I'm just going to be doing some hake for today, so nice and easy, nothing too technical, but we are on the river, so why not have a fish dinner? Okay, let's see. So what I find is that the lemon just adds a little bit of acidity, which really brings out that nice soft flavor of the hake. A little bit of salt. Last few touches. Not looking so bad, if I may say so myself. And bubbles while we wait.
Wow, this fish tastes amazing. I'm generally the one who's in the kitchen, so the fact that Ness made this for me makes it that much better when it comes to the taste. But she always tells me I make great food. Anytime she's made me dinner, I've loved it. So maybe I need to push her into making it more.
Can I get a critique?
My love, this was amazing, as you can see by the fact that my plate is bare, short of a few slices of lemon. I'll give it 5 stars, yeah?
Okay, I thought you were gonna say 5 out of 10 there, and I was like, okay, but 5 stars I'll take. A compliment from the chef to the chef. Clearly Namibia has worked her magic again.
Already getting ready for bed.
Oh, nice and cozy.
Listen, I brought you something that's going to get you nice and toasty too.
You know me too. Wow.
Okay, so nightcap.
Gotta do that nightcap.
It's just nothing like a little bit of Jacobs to warm you up.
Hey, Jacob's on the houseboat. Oh, this really is nothing short of wonderful.
Find your wonderful. Jacobs, wunderbar.
Hello.
Hey.
Wow, another stunning sunrise to start the day. We are being so spoiled here.
And after an incredible night's sleep, you wake up and you're just surrounded by the wilderness. It's really a unique experience.
To be able to fall asleep to the sounds of hippos, crickets, and of course the silence of the bush is something that is incomparable.
Remember I told you I was going to give you a surprise?
A rusk moment!
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, and with the drizzle, this is just so nice and cozy. Thank you, my lovey. This is the life.
Yeah, I feel like this is the perfect setting for a quick workout.
Yeah, let's do it.
I love it when she agrees to workouts because then it's about to get crazy. Doing these by the river.
Imagine.
Been doing these when we're in lockdown, now we're here.
But you know, I find that exercising while on holiday just helps you to keep your routines. So even if your destination or your home for the night is changing, it just keeps you present in your body.
I do find that when we start our day with these morning workouts, they go a lot more streamlined, even when it is raining and surprises catch you, huh?
Totally agree, my love. Nothing like a little bit of an endorphin rush at the start of the morning. Makes you feel like you've accomplished something even before the day's really begun.
And switch. Left leg. Core workout.
Okay, core, to finish us off.
Yes, ma'am. Oi, got you. Boom, twist. Boom, twist. Boom, twist. Feeling good, feeling solid. It's where we all need to start from. A strong core means that you're able to move through life and that you've got a good base to anchor everything onto.
Yeah, I love it. I'm feeling revved up, I'm feeling ready. So let's go get this day started. Oh, what a great morning for a nature walk, hey love?
I can't wait to see what we're going to spot today, my love.
I know, I'm really excited to see maybe some animals, but most of all the greenery here, learning more about the plants, all of the little details that make up this ecosystem is what I'm really looking forward to.
Plant queen, right here, she even color coordinated. Green, right?
Yeah, green's my favorite color for a reason. I mean, maybe you can see why.
Let's go find Richter.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Richter.
Hey, Richter, looking good.
Yes, I'm ready for the walk.
Yeah, we are ready too. We're really looking forward to it.
And what would you like to see?
Ooh, everything.
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 What might we see?
We might see some trees.
Okay. I'm keen for the trees.
Trees and the plants.
Oh, yes.
Or I might say whatever comes on our eye, if we would like to ask some questions, and we'll talk about it.
Great.
How safe is it?
If we see something dangerous, I'll just give the command for us to be safe, because we know we live with the nature here.
Okay, so what animals would we not really want to see too close by?
Hippos, and also maybe with part of like snakes, but we do not want to come closer to it.
No, we don't.
Exactly.
This is why you walk with Richter.
Exactly.
Maybe
and then I'll be on
walk
front.
closer
Okay.
to you.
Okay, we'll follow you.
Okay.
Ooh, we are out in the wild.
And this is the home address of Johnny Big Jaws.
So we do have the papyrus down here.
And this papyrus is also what was used to make paper, is that
Papyrus.
right?
And also you find like these are the reason why we call our lodge Namushasha River Lodge. With the Mafwe tribe, they call the papyrus that Rushasha. We do have the jackalberry here.
Jackalberry.
Yes. The reason why we call the jackalberry tree, sometimes you find some jackal also under the tree eating the fruit on the ground, especially in the season for it has the fruit. And with that fruit can also eaten by a human being.
Oh, wow.
Yes, especially, long time ago, before we born, our parents, they were always depending their life on the nature. So they were always eating the fruit from the tree, and it's where we learn from our parents.
Is this one of them?
That's the one of them.
Oh, look at that. It's just smaller than a grape.
You're right, yeah. Little blueberry kind of shape.
She loves blueberries, so the reference is very apt. What are some of the benefits for these fruits?
Once you collect a lot of them, maybe if you eat once in a day, it might take you 3 hours without feeling hunger, because you're gonna drink a lot of water on it.
Ancestors, always intuitive, they knew. After many, many years, they kind of figure out what works for them. Can't wait to see more.
Yes.
So, Plant Queen, I feel like this is right up your alley. There's so much greenery, and Richter has a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, it's so nice to learn from someone who seems to also understand the history and how plants tie us into those who've gone before us. I mean, our ancestors were so connected with nature, and we've lost a lot of that. So to have these knowledge custodians like Richter helping us relearn about our environment, to me is really special. Oh my gosh, dear, look at this. Oh, hippo tracks. So from my time in the bush, I've learned how to track animals now. And it looks like the hippo probably came from behind, made its way all the way down into the river. Just proof of how close we are to these majestic but really dangerous creatures.
Whoa, you can see here, we do have the seeds from the tree, which we call the knobson tree. With these seeds, if you pick it up or as we hold it has the alphabet on top of it. It's turning like a C.
Hey, look at that.
So we can call as a crocodile tree or Caprivi tree. So just 3 times, maybe 3, or Caprivi tree or the knobson tree or the crocodile tree.
Knobthorn tree.
Yes.
Is it because of the
Because of the knob.
Okay.
That's why it's called the knobson tree.
Knobthorn tree.
Also because of the knob, when you take the picture from the crocodile, it has like some knob.
That's amazing. And C for crocodile, right?
Exactly.
Imagine learning the alphabet using trees and animals. Now that's a childhood I would sign up for.
Refresh, refocus. Take a moment and conquer the riverbanks. Halls, breathe for it. Ungapeli umoya.
We found a treasure in local knowledge and tradition at the local heritage center. Built around an ancient baobab tree, it was previously used as a lookout post to spot poachers as they cross the Kwando.
All right, so this is Namushasha Heritage Center. So this is for Namushasha tribe. It's our culture to show our visitors or our guests, and also we have to teach about our young sisters and our young brother as well.
Wow, Rector, this heritage site is so interesting. Could you tell us about who the people are that are here and their history?
The people are living here is the Mbukush tribe. They are mixed together with the Mafwe, Totela, Suvuya, and Mbukushu as well. With those people, they originated from Angola and Zambia and Zimbabwe. But now they split in different 4 countries or 5 countries. Some they went in Botswana, and some they are in Zimbabwe, and some they are here. Now, due to the war, because they could not stay at one place where they born, like in Zambia or Angola, they split in 4 countries or 5 countries. It's where we call like the Kaza collaboration, because it's for 5 countries now. So, but the people are here, it's the Mafwe tribe and Mbukush tribe. So basically, we might say like this, it will be their home or it will be their countries, no more going back where they're born, because they are still scared where they were coming from.
What really speaks to me is the coming together, that quasi collaboration that they speak about here, where it's not necessarily about where you come from, but it's finding refuge in community. And interestingly, the elephants seem to follow the same patterns. They migrate through all of these countries as well, following the Kwando River. And so interesting how the elephants have mirrored our own history.
And it's so interesting to be here at this site where the Mbushu people are, as well as the Mafwe people who decided to stay within this area and make it home.
It really brings to head that philosophy of Ubuntu, right? Of community, not really being based on where you come from or physical borders, but more being based on coming together in times of hardship and finding strength in community.
In the middle of the courtyard, we do have the baobab tree, which is quite bigger, almost like 150 or 200 years old.
The baobab story is actually quite interesting. There's a thought around Namibia that the hyena during the time of creation was given the seed for the baobab tree, and they kind of just threw it to the side and went on its way, as hyenas tend to do, and so it grew upside down, thus the upside down tree name.
Absolutely love that story. And the great thing about baobabs is there's so many uses. I mean, the fruit of the baobab is known as one of Africa's superfoods, highly nutritious, very very high in vitamin C, and you can either have it almost as a sweet. I remember having it in Zim during my childhood. You crack open the fruit, suck on these little, almost tooth-like looking fruits within the pod, but then you can also make it into a drink, almost like a baobab milkshake, with either some creamed milk, some water added in there, and then you don't just throw those seeds away. They can be used to make a soap as well. So many uses for this incredible fruit.
And it's so interesting, the Bugushu people actually also use it if a child's looking a bit malnourished. They'll mix in either the root or the bark into some water and wash the child in that baobab kind of produce to hopefully allow it to gain some weight. So over the years, they found many ways to utilize this tree. But for me, I think it's how beautiful it is, eh, love?
Yeah, baobabs really do have this almost ethereal aspect to their look. It reminds us of how we connect to our roots all the way up to the heavens. Such a majestic tree.
Hey, how are you doing, sir?
Oh, fine, and you?
Good. Thank you for meeting us.
All right.
Hello, Colin. Hi.
Yeah, hi.
So, Colin, we read about the interesting ways that the people here used to hunt hippo. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So on that time, people, they were just suffering. So unless to plan themselves, which way can they eat meat for the hippos? So they have to hunt the lady wood tree, which is very light tree.
You can tell that the steps to make the drum have been passed down from generation to generation because Colin knows each step and why it's done. And the end result is a very light but very functional instrument that allows you to hunt. But I also love the fact that they don't go out and hunt. They keep the knowledge and let the hippos thrive. Wow.
That is amazing, exactly like what we heard last night.
It makes you want to turn around and just make sure that the coast is clear. Wow.
So when the hippo hear that sound, okay, let me see my colleagues. Either my mom is just busy calling me to eat dinners.
Yes.
Then they have to make on this the corridor of the hippo to come outside. So they have to make a big hole. So when the hippo comes, it cannot see there's something happened there. When it fall down, it cannot come out because the hippo is not taller, it's shorter, but here it's bigger. They were just doing it on that time. Today is only the history. Also me, Colin, I need my kid to see hippo.
I totally agree with this. Being able to conserve our animals, but still maintain the story of our history is so important to us as Africans.
Well, I have to give this a go. You know how I am.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm about to be a hippo for a moment. I sound like a sad hippo though. Why do I sound so sad?
Yeah, make it a little bit more active.
Woo. I love how she's the one who's directing the sound for it.
More water?
More
It's water, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Happy hippo in 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Excellent.
It sounds remarkably similar to the sound, and I think knowing and having the plan of luring the hippos in and then trapping them in those ground traps is clear that these people knew exactly how to make use of their environment while also knowing the behaviors of these gigantic animals. Well, Fez has had his fun and it's my turn now. We're going to end off our tour of the Namushasha Heritage Center with a little bit of music and a little bit of a dance. I'm looking forward to this. All right, so these are the traditional skirts that are used. They almost sound like instruments as well. They're made from the reeds that come from the river and also help to add a little bit of some tones to the dancing and to the music.
Listen, I can't let you have the dancing to yourself, you know?
All right, always has to be a part of things.
Hey.
Perfect. It's really special how the materials of the skirt and even how the instruments are made are all from the different materials in the environment. Reeds, cow skins, and even the pods of different plants come together to create an orchestra and a show that is like no other.
In Scotland, real men wear kilts, so Fez was going with that line of thinking.
You must talk.
Yes, I must talk. I'll talk. Clearly, our ancestors were very fashionable. I mean, look at this. The outfit is giving. All right. Thank you.
The music. Oh, we've got Colin on the drums.
I need the top as well.
Let me put another thing again.
Okay.
But something was still missing. Ah, yes.
Music, let's go! I don't know how this dance works. All I have is a willingness to do whatever it takes, and sometimes you just gotta dive in head first. You know that? Okay, clap down. That's the motion. Just figure it out.
It really is all about losing your inhibitions and matching the energy of the people around you. Hey, these ladies' hips don't lie. They are dancing in rhythm. You can tell that this is something that they enjoy doing. And their energy is infectious. I can't help but smile and laugh as we dance together.
You have to love how tradition is passed down through movements like this. It almost feels like you're encoding it in your body. I'm very honored to be part of it. I know I probably scored like a solid 4 out of 10, but effort-wise, it was a 12. Okay, there's a musical instrument here. I gotta have a go at it. They're loud enough to make up for my mistakes, so I'm just gonna hit it, you know? Oh, DJ Fez.
For me, it's the rhythm, the energy, and also loving the fact that these instruments and even what I'm wearing are made from all of the different materials around us. We are deeply immersed in this moment, and it feels like going back in time, but having a present moment experience.
I mean, this is it, DJ Fez. Hey, hey.
For me, the real magic of a place is the story of its people. And so to be able to hear about the history that brings together so many other Southern African countries has been really special.
Absolutely, and I mean the Mbugushu, the Mafwe people, they have such a unique resonance with this landscape. So now it's not just how beautiful everything looks, but that heart, that core is what I'm going to take away.
Refresh, refocus. Take a moment and conquer the riverbanks. Halls, breathe for it. Ungapeli umoya.
Well, perfect sunset setting for an activity I've actually never done before, which is fishing, yeah?
Yeah, I've definitely done fishing before. Growing up, we used to go to Lake Kariba all the time. But being on a river with lots of crocodiles and hippos after such a long time, this sounds like an adventure.
That's what makes it exciting. My dear, which do you want?
Gotta be that extra strong.
Trust her to go for this one. Here you go, catch. Rector, of course I can't leave you with that one.
Thank you very much.
You, sir.
Time to refresh and refocus. Breathe for it.
These inland rivers and floodplains support a lot of fishermen and feed many families. So, we were happy to hear that conservancies have been set up in several of these channels to allow fish breeding stocks to return to healthy levels.
One thing's for sure, we weren't about to put any dent in their numbers.
Doesn't get any better than this, babe.
For the first time actually fishing, I feel like I understand why people do it all the time. ideally, these waters do have tilapia, catfish, tigerfish, nembwe, but as a first timer, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get any of those. But hey, I'm all about trying and seeing where my luck gets me. So
Positive thinking, positive thinking.
positive thinking. Let's go, catfish. Listen, it felt like I was maybe gonna get something, but patience, right? Patience.
We were getting quite a workout with all the casting, but as far as catching dinner, not so much. So I was glad when Ness put a philosophical spin on things, as she does.
The best thing about fishing as a sport, to me at least, is that it almost feels like a meditation. You really have to be in the present moment, taking in your surroundings, and of course, it's a waiting game, so it requires a lot of patience.
This is probably the sport I should do because I'm all about doing performance-based stuff, optimizing, just all about that rep-based workout. But this clearly takes a lot of patience, and I've cast so many times and I still haven't gotten anything.
Yeah, that's because it's more about the journey than the destination. Whether we catch a fish or not, just being able to be out here, the water is like a mirror reflecting this beautiful sunset. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Clearly the catch is the sunset, so I'm gonna take this as a win regardless of whether or not I get a catfish.
That's the attitude.
When the Kwando rises after spring rains up north, it feeds all the surrounding marshlands and papyrus beds. That's when these wetlands become fish nurseries teeming with tilapia. And until my angling skills improve, you'll just have to take my word for it.
Even though Fez and I didn't manage to get anything on the line, Rector decides to stay in the water a little longer to see if he has any luck. We're waiting, we're watching. Oh my gosh! It looks like he's caught something. He's reeling it in. It looks big. Oh my gosh, what is that? It's a catfish. Let's go, dear. I have to hold this.
So while we're watching sunsets, Rector was down here making sure we got something on the Kwando River, and it's a catfish. I mean, that's a gigantic catfish. Hey, what?
Oh my gosh, it's heavy, it's slimy. Look, it even has whiskers. What an incredible experience. Go, Rector. This is incredible. I'm working to hold this catfish up.
Wow, what a gigantic beast she is. This is going to be a moment we're going to remember, but we can't keep her. She needs to keep on swimming. So, off you go.
We've had our fun. Let's let her back into where she belongs.
The water.
It's super important to release, especially these adult fish, back into the Kwando so they can repopulate, and releasing is part of the moment. Watching her swim away, what an experience. Cheers, my love.
Cheers, my dear.
Cheers to Namibia.
Incredible country, really.
I love this. It's just so stunning.
It really is, though. I mean, clouds, because if it wasn't without the clouds, the bounce on the light wouldn't be as nice. Hey, he's taken over. It's giving. Namibia. Over 2.5 million people, one of the least densely populated countries, but it's got so much to offer. I mean, the landscapes range from dramatic, dry Namib desert with the dunes and being able to go up in the hot air balloons to, of course, the rivers you love, my dear.
It has really been a phenomenal trip. I mean, the oldest desert in the world to this incredible landscape, and the people, hearing the history of all of these different people from Southern Africa coming together was a real highlight for me, at least.
And I think the thing that makes all of these trips special isn't just the sunsets, because they vary from place to place, but it's the fact that we're just compiling an incredible diary of our adventure together. So I honestly can't ask for anything more.
You're so right. What is Top Travel without an amazing companion to share it with?
And that is Namibia ticked off.
Ticked off, bucket list. Where to next, babe?
You guys gonna have to see.
Breathe for it with Halls and stand your chance of winning a trip to Amsterdam with 2 return economy tickets on KLM Royal Dutch Airlines and 20,000 Rand spending money. Using next generation environmentally friendly aircraft, KLM is committed to making your journey a sustainable one. You could be the lucky top travel viewer to win this adventure of a lifetime by telling us how you take a moment to refresh and refocus with Halls. Comment on Top Travel's competition social posts using hashtag TopTravelTV and hashtag Halls. Breathe for it. T's and C's apply.
Next week, a little plane ride into the jewel of the Kalahari finds the good doctors in a designer's dream on the Okavango as Anesu and Fez tune into the rhythm of the Delta. On foot, 4 wheels, or on a first ever chopper flight over this wild emerald in Botswana's crown, the Okavango puts on the greatest show. And the Tswana people welcome our Zulu and Shona couple as if this was their home.
Another feel-good production.